Good evening. I'm Alex Wyatt, President of the Homewood City Council, and am offering a recap of our meeting that we just finished here on August 9, 2021. A few things of interest tonight. First was that we passed a bond refinancing tonight, which will bring some millions of dollars in savings to the city, or should, depending on how the market plays out over the next few days. But we're looking forward to that. We believe that this will be a good thing for the city and will allow us to move forward with some capital projects that we've been working on for years, and think it will be an excellent step for the city moving forward. I should mention that as part of this process, we got bond ratings for the city that were very good, and received glowing praise for the city, for its financial situation, for its fiscal policy, and for the way we're generally doing our business. And so it's always good to hear those things about the city, and look forward to getting this bond deal done and the money coming in. Secondly, we've got a open position for the Homewood Environmental Commission from Ward 3. We are still looking for a Ward 3 applicant. That position is open until August 23rd at 4:30 p.m. Excuse me. So if you live in Ward 3 and are interested in the Environmental Commission, please send your cover letter and resume to our city clerk, Melody Salter, and we will get you put on the list. Lastly, just a reminder that our next meeting on August 23rd, we will have the public hearing for the downtown rezoning proposal. Just a reminder of some of the high points of that. The first is that the current proposal has a historic overlay for 18th Street and the south side of 29th Avenue for that one block that's connected to 18th Street. That will ensure that the 18th Street and that one block of 29th will sort of stay the way that they are. No more than 2 stories, has to have storefront, and no residential of any kind. Basically, that helps preserve and protect those areas of downtown Homewood. The next was that there will be a restriction on the number of rooms for any future hotels that come to downtown Homewood. We believe that this will be a good thing as well, because we obviously have 2 good, successful hotels that are assets to our city, but we think we've probably reached what we need in terms of any large hotels, so that will be good as well. And then lastly, the item that addresses what most concerns have been that we have heard, which is to provide a limitation on residential within high intensity. Basically, the way that it will work is that residential would be allowed up to 6 units, but if any developer wanted to propose anything over 6 units, that would trigger an additional review that would go to BZA. And in that review, the developer would have to address specific issues that have come up, that are the items that have come up numerous times in our conversations. Specifically, they would have to address the effect on schools, the effect on traffic, the effect on parking. And they have to obtain information from the city, from the schools, in order to do that. They can't just make some blanket statement. They have to provide evidence of their position, and the BZA would then review it. If they cannot satisfy those elements, then the BZA can deny that application. And what I think is good about this this proposal is that it allows the city through the BZA to review each individual project rather than giving a blanket permission to build residential downtown or preventing residential downtown. Each one will be reviewed on its own merits and will be reviewed addressing those issues that people have raised the most. So we will have that public hearing again at our next meeting on August 23rd at 6 p.m. If you would like to be heard on that, please join us at that meeting, and we will have a public comment session, and we look forward to hearing from everyone. With that, that covers for tonight, and we look forward to seeing everyone on the 23rd.